Hey, everybody out there in internet land, what's going on? You are watching the Shake Up Guys. You know that because you already clicked on the thing. We like to thank everybody who shows up and everybody who watches this video later. But before we do all that, I gotta say what's up to the people. What's up, Rock? Man, what's going on?
It's good, nigga.
JL, the rated R superstar, Mr. Misogyny himself, world's greatest misogynist in the building. What's happening, man? Fresh off his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Fresh off and joining us tonight. Giving us the female perspective. You know her. You've seen her before. You know, Miss Erin is in the building. What's going on, Erin? What's happening?
How y'all doing?
Hey, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You know the Shake Up Guys. You've seen the title. Tonight's episode is about I'm not crying, you're crying. It's a look into overly sensitive people and those of us who actually don't fucking like them. So yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight. And before we do all that, you know how we do it. So what's going on? What's going on, ladies and germs?
Hey.
Y'all suck. Nothing but professionalism here.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Everybody's energy's up today.
Nah, man. I actually got good thing. Before one of the reasons I didn't get here as early as I wanted to. I wasn't late. I just didn't get here as early as I wanted to. I got a call from one of my partners. And I'm not going to say where or nothing like that. I'm trying to keep as much information low-key as I can. And he hit me with something that was, let me know that we on the right path.
Okay.
It was like, hey, man.
Is he getting divorced?
Well, yeah, but I wasn't going to say that. He was like, hey, man, I watched one of your shows and you said something in that show that really hit home with me. He called me about a week ago and said the same thing.
Okay.
And he said, eventually gets to a point where you just got to walk away. You got to put your manhood and your masculinity on the table, and you just got to be like, I'm out. You got to push your chair away from the table and be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that really hit home with him. That was a week ago. He hit me back today and was like, you were right, man. And I'm glad I did it. He's like, it's the best thing I ever did.
Nice.
Actually, my entire statement was, eventually you got to say, fuck that bitch, fuck that baby.
Use free now.
Fuck the baby?
Yep. If you're making it hard for me to see that kid, are you making it difficult for me to have a relationship with that kid? Or are you trying to put my life or my freedom in jeopardy?
Wow, yeah.
I don't think you should ever say fuck the baby.
I think you should. I absolutely think you should. It's not because you want to. And my part, and Pistol Pooh in the chat, he's my partner on here also. He's the one who came up with that. He's the one who said, because he was having issues with one of his baby mamas, and he even said, he was like, when that little girl get older, if she want to come to me and she want to ask me why I wasn't there, he said, I'll look her dead in the eye and be like, look, you little bitch, your mama made it difficult. And he said, he'll just lay it all out there. He's like, your mama wouldn't let me see you.
I think that's why you go to court, though. You know what I'm saying? Because
that doesn't work.
I mean, even if you go to court.
At least that's something you have. Like, look, I fought for you. Nothing, even if you didn't, at least I fought for you. Now, after that, if you don't get a good result out of that, then okay, then that's when you go to that. But exhaust every avenue possible before you just like, fuck it.
When it gets to a point where every time you try to come pick up the baby, the police is getting called, or you get them, when you try to see the kid, it's a battle, you got to fight, and your stress level is through.
There was a YouTube, this happened on YouTube a few years ago, where the chick, or the dude got the baby's hair cut.
Oh yeah,
and the chick literally like went ballistic.
I'd have hit her and her mom with a missile
because he got the baby's hair.
Yeah. That's what
cut.
dads do.
Right.
If you have to fight and keep fighting, you shouldn't have to fight for a child.
That's exactly what he's talking about, though.
Yeah, I know.
All this extra bullshit.
You shouldn't have to fight. So
that's why dude was just like, fuck you and that baby.
A lot of stuff to me comes down to an understanding. If you want to cut his hair, just let's talk about it.
You can't have an understanding with an emotional, irrational person, which ties into today's topic. You can't have that relationship with that person because you can be completely sane. That person can be completely off their rocker and tied up in their feelings so much that they can't be reasonable.
But you know, that's usually how it goes. Like, most men who really are real crazy about wanting to see their kids, they got a stupid, dumb-ass baby mama. Mm-hmm. And then you have females who, like, have to do everything, and you got an ignorant-ass baby daddy who do the minute minimum or nothing at all. It's like, Why can't the good people get stuck together?
You know, I ask that question all the time. All the time I ask that. I felt like this would be like some special dating service that you can filter out dipshits on. You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
I like nodipshits.com.
Right, nodipshits.com. We need the people at NASA to get on this.
Facts.
But you know, it's gonna be a dipshit sliding in there real quick.
They fake it till they make it. Yeah.
I mean, they got white girls on blackpeople.com. Come on.
Oh my
God. Somebody's gonna.
Black people meet.com.
they gonna sneak in there.
Say, I want to meet some black people too.
www.dipshits.com.
Hey, can you make that website? We just.
I do not have the skills to create such an algorithm. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I could probably figure it out, but it'll take a long time.
Just make the website. We'll go from there.
But you know, who really is gonna say to that stuff? You know, I'm a dipshit. So
there's people out there that know.
Okay, no. Because like eHarmony, to do that, you got to go through. You got to like fill out a ridiculous questionnaire, right?
Yeah, but people lie on those questions.
Well, there's certain questions you can ask to filter. If you ask enough of the right questions, you can figure out who's a dipshit.
When you take a job test and they ask you the same question
in a different
way,
Yeah, how many times can I say I don't get to work on time? I can say it.
Yeah, that only pisses off that kind of questionnaire only pisses off people who aren't dipshits.
Yeah, I love
right, because you know what irritates me? That if you take a pen home, are you stealing? It's a fucking pen.
It's still stealing.
Yeah, but still stealing.
Oh my God. Like, really?
You a nigga. You a nigga. I just stole a laptop, nigga.
I don't take the towels out the hotel room.
Wow.
Now that, to me,
but you still
that is horrible.
I can't steal
I don't think that's stealing.
The point is that I can show you, getting back on what we were talking about, I can show you case after case, story after story of dads who have been killed in custody exchanges, either by the woman. We've shown on this show a woman who literally jumped through the windshield of the dude's car. That was his car.
That actually, come to find out, that was like, that person had, obviously had mental health issues. Well,
yeah,
obviously.
I don't know how deep those issues ran, but I don't know how she got in that car.
But guess
either.
what? She's not a virgin, which means somebody slept with her, which means she's out there possibly reproducing.
That's a shout out to the guys though, man. Stop trying to have sex with this slow girl in your neighborhood, man. That shit don't never work out well.
Right on. But the point is that there's so many cases.
You know what I'm talking about. I
even have one in my personal life where the guy went to pick up his kid. The mom's new boyfriend looks at the mom and goes, "You want me to handle this?" She goes, "I don't give a fuck," and shot the guy in the back. Dude literally was partially paralyzed, had to learn how to walk again. He went on the run, and guess what? She's banging some new dude. So the point is that this stuff happens. Yeah. So when my boy calls me and tells me I followed your advice, and he watches the show, we on track. We doing the right thing.
Listen up, ladies. Just we're on the same page. I am never, ever, 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 ever gonna fucking deal with your baby's daddy. That's your problem. Sorry. Just not gonna do it.
True that.
You fucked him. You got a kid with him.
I think it's out of line when other people get involved in that situation.
Hence why I don't really like dealing with women with children, because then you got to deal with dipshit baby daddies, or maybe he's not a dipshit. Maybe she just drove him to the point where, you know, he just looks like a dipshit in this moment.
But you know what? Everybody has a story. Just like if you ask my child's father one question, he will give you, or about a situation, he'll give you a completely different scenario, and I'm like, that didn't happen. That didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's different shades of things.
Yeah, people want to tell a story in a way so they can play victim.
They want to paint themselves in a positive light.
Yeah.
At the same time, you always got to remember that age-old adage is that there's three sides to every story: yours, mine, and the truth. Somewhere in the middle, we get the truth.
I gotta admit, back before I am in the current state I am today, when I first broke up with my baby mama, my second baby mama.
I was gonna say which one.
The second one.
All
right. I told some of my fellow comrades to go speak with him. In a demeanor, you know.
You were being a dipshit.
Yeah. I was being a super dipshit. And, you know, luckily somebody talked me out of that whole situation, and I told my friends there's no need to talk to him.
She has a right to life.
She does, and I realize that. Okay, I realize that.
See, I don't like the dudes like you who just can't let go.
I couldn't. I admit it. I couldn't, but I'm a different person today. But no, I couldn't.
She's not walking around holding onto your pocket, man. Yeah. She's not property.
She was, and that's how I looked at it. That's how I looked at her.
Oh, I'm glad you learned. And you did it without committing a felony. That's nice.
Right, because,
you won't be allowed on no-dipshits.com.
Yeah.
He
doesn't need to be on it.
Question one, have you ever stalked anybody? That's question number one.
Yes.
Have you ever tried to put a hit on one
Hasn't everyone?
Talk to.
No.
Nobody said hit. Talk to.
Whatever, nigga.
You know what? I'm not going to stress you. If you don't want to be with me, it's cool. It's all right. Because you're not about to have me looking crazy. Now, you might tell somebody I'm crazy, but you got to prove that crazy.
Yeah, but have you ever been stalked? No?
Well, I don't know, because, once I'm done, I'll just cut off all communication.
Yeah, okay. Well, you wouldn't know if you've been stalked.
My block list is strong.
That's what's up.
Now, I done got a couple calls through after you got put on the block list.
Why you block me?
But don't pull up to my house. You don't want this smoke.
You ain't never fucked with Joe from you.
Yeah, facts.
That motherfucker ain't never let your ass go.
Listen, wait a minute. Let's talk. Because he was just murking him.
You gonna get locked in a box.
Yeah, but he was doing it out of love. So some people will try to justify that dumbass shit.
You know what? I'm not doing that with you today. Anybody else got a current event, man?
I don't think so.
What about the Antonio Brown thing? He's getting in trouble.
All I got to say about Antonio Brown is this motherfucker.
His career is
knocked out. And that's it.
His career has been knocked out.
He's done, man.
Did you see he just went to jail for robbery?
I don't know anything about what exactly happened.
So
all I knew is that he got arrested.
I heard he got knocked out. That's the last thing I heard. He got knocked out by somebody.
From what I understand, because I really don't read the article. I glaze through the stuff because it's so ignorant him. So I guess he had some furniture or things moved from one house in one state to another. So he owed the people $4,000. He got his furniture, decided he wasn't gonna pay the people $4,000. So the man, he didn't get the furniture. So the man was about to drive off with his furniture, and he threw a rock at the truck. Yeah, so he went to jail for robbery and some other stuff. But it's even more than this. So I'm looking at a picture of him and his lawyer. He has on a green track jacket and like a blue and black tuxedo suit. Like, dumb ass of the day.
Oh, we need that.
Dumbass
of the day.
Yeah, they already do that on another show.
Yeah, they do.
What about
they do donkey of the day.
We should just call it www.dipshit.com. The segment.
Or dipshit of the day.
I thought dipshit of the day.
Dipshit. Well, he wins
until I get my website. NoDipshits.com.
Yeah.
It makes me like, has he always been this retarded? Or
according to his stepfather, yes.
I believe it's a mental health problem, man.
It is mental health, but they say a lot of times with football players, it's a sports injury.
Nah, I played football for years. I'm crazy as shit. We played for years.
By that logic, Aaron Hernandez should have got acquitted.
No, he was killing people during football. Before pre-concussion.
We don't know.
Well, yeah.
No, right. They said
how many bodies you got.
He had a concussion. So usually, they said it was long term.
I don't think it's long term. I think he has some seriously undiagnosed mental health.
People always try to play that shit like when you got caught, that was your first time.
Right. Nah.
Hardly ever is that your first time.
Listen. When you kill in a manner like that, that's not your first time.
Indiscriminately just murder.
Just murder.
Like that. Those first guys got it over a drink.
Right. That's not your first time.
Yeah, that's not your first time killing.
Caught. Yeah, that's what you got caught for.
You done strangled a few puppies along the way, dude.
You worked up to that.
Yeah.
You killed some kittens.
Because there's no way motherfucker just, spilled drink, let me go murder you.
Let me go kill these guys.
No, that's not the first time. There's bodies out there somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere in the Ozarks.
Someone they talked about the Aaron Hernandez situation and how Netflix portrayed him.
Said it was wrong, but fuck it, who cares? He's dead.
I was like, and once they broke it down, I was like, wow, okay, because they said like they kept bringing up his gay thing, and it was like
Yeah, but I had heard about him being like gay, like
that was news to me.
Before that documentary
about him being gay.
Because they said when he died, he wrote like three notes. One was to like his baby mama, one was to his like cellmate, which I thought was weird.
AKA his pincushion. Yeah, he was poking.
And then like somebody else, maybe his lawyer or something. So I don't know. It's like, why would you write a letter to the guy you're right next to?
Why would he have like life insurance? Like, does his baby?
But that all might have been a lie.
Life insurance doesn't cover suicide. Because if that was the case, everybody would go get life insurance and then
kill themselves.
Yeah, life insurance doesn't cover suicide.
So his baby mom has nothing.
No, she didn't get shit. She got the house, but his
how can she pay for the house?
Okay, his thing got vacated. They awarded him. Massachusetts has an old law. Had an old law that stated if you die in the middle of a proceeding or during the appeal process, then your conviction is vacated. So they got to pay him. The Patriots had to pay him all the money that was due to him when they released him. They overturned that. Mm-hmm. They overturned it. They overturned
Robert Kraft got more juice than you.
Because Robert Kraft is a billionaire and he owns the state of Massachusetts, basically. So he had that law. Well, I'm not gonna say he. They overturned that law and was like, that's no longer on the books. So they didn't have to pay out his. So his kid.
So he basically killed himself.
His kid and his fiance got nothing. Which they weren't gonna get shit anyway because that shit was gonna drag out in court for years, decades. The kids' grandkids might have got something, but that shit was gonna drag out for so long they wasn't gonna get shit. Right. But now they get nothing.
Poor little reckless bastard.
Big Aaron, what's happening? I'm sorry, I'm looking at this shit.
Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off.
Come over, man.
Shut up! I'm turning it off. All y'all before y'all start bitching. So. Hold on, before we go into today's topic, we're going to start today's topic.
Don't be lazy. Just click over to some fucking YouTube shit.
Come to YouTube, look up The Shake Up Guys. I know you can type. I know you can read. I know you can write. Wow. Just click The Shake Up Guys in YouTube. Please don't be lazy. Come over. We're going to have a really good discussion. We're going to talk about these soft dudes and these crazy women. It's going to be an interesting conversation. I'm going to piss some people off. It's going to be fun. You don't want to miss it. Come holler at us on YouTube at The Shake Up Guys. Now.
Now what?
Go ahead, man.
What
is that shit?
I don't know, man. You did that. Anywho.
The topic of the day.
The topic for today, we're talking about overly sensitive people. Basically talking about dipshit dudes and women I like to see get hit by a fucking garbage truck.
A bus while they're holding their baby.
Maybe not kill the baby, but you know, I don't want anybody to die. I just want people to stop making their problems my problems through sensitivity. I don't want to deal with it. Please stop. I don't care. So, Jay, this was your topic today, man. What you got for it?
Oh, thank you very much. Today's topic was born out of two separate conversations.
Uh-oh.
I was engaged in a conversation on Twitter, in a group chat on Twitter, and I said something to the girl. She made a comment, and I told her basically, your comment was stupid and irrelevant. It had nothing to do with the topic. Why did you make that comment? And then I thought about it after I posted it, which is me. I think after I do something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, this is getting ready to go left. This is going to turn into another 2-day argument like I had on Instagram, like I've had on Twitter, like I had on Facebook.
I'll throw you in Facebook, Jay.
And the girl literally came back and said, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Really?
That had nothing to do with the topic. She was like, I don't know why I even said that. And that was the end of the conversation.
Huh.
I was like, holy shit.
Really?
We say win for JL.
Win. Not even a win for common sense and decency.
Right.
And humanity. The American way. And it shocked the shit out of me because I really did not expect that from a woman. This is my misogyny kicking in. I did not expect a woman to be that rational. I did not. I guess there are a few out there who
there definitely are.
I'm not that crazy. I'm not. There's some out there who are not completely irrational.
Well, I mean that's maturity though. Sometimes when you on bullshit, and you could be completely pissed. about something, you know you're on bullshit, right? Like, how can somebody not call you on your shit? I don't even understand people like that.
Right. So she took the high road and she was like, "You're absolutely right. My comment had nothing to do with that. I shouldn't even said it." She's like, "I agree." And that stopped me in my tracks. I was completely shocked. The very next day.
Is you going to pop out?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I always got shit ready. I got an arsenal ready. The next day I get into, I post crazy shit on Facebook also. I go all social media rooms. I post crazy shit. I say something wild. There's a dude in there. Dude I've known for years. We've known for years. He always has something emotional or sensitively charged up kind of response. Whenever I say something about women or the women actions of women, he always got some feminine ass response. Even when it's not about a woman, he just got some feminine ass response. And I'm like, God damn, do you bleed, nigga?
Oh, where was your daddy?
Nigga, you was raised by a single mother.
That's a good question.
And I'm gonna get to that. So, and I just look at his responses and I was like, these are the responses women usually give. His response is literally in this order. I'm not making this shit up. It's not an exaggeration. You saw it. Anybody can go to my Facebook. Well, not anybody. It's private. But you can go to my Facebook if you're my friend and look. This motherfucker says, well, if you don't like it, you can block me. That's a bitch response. One.
Right.
Okay. Next he says, haha, you big mad. Bitch response. Two. I said, nigga, you bleed.
Wow.
That's it. You on your period. Hold on, I'm not done.
You big man. What the fuck? What the fuck is there like a size to?
I mean,
to
I would
anger?
did he do it like this when he said,
I know you big man.
I'm just mad.
What is it? Bitches grab out the air.
Whether I'm mad or not is irrelevant. Get the fuck off my post, you fucking shithead. What are you talking
you
about?
half a fag? You wearing a thong, nigga?
It's like you showed up just to be controversial.
No, you show up just to be argumentative and contradictive. Just to be a fucking cunt. Don't do that. Wait, can I say that on this shit? Don't do that shit.
Too late now.
That's feminine shit.
He's out there now.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, but that's like when somebody
I'm
do some
talking
shit
about
like
a
that.
dude, so it's not.
But I mean,
it's not.
It doesn't matter.
Your
Either
next
way.
comment almost got to be dot. So you can go back and read what the hell you just said, so you realize like this some old feminine ass bullshit right
You kind of
here.
felt like he was like moving his neck when he said it.
That's what she just said.
Yeah, he was doing that shit. You didn't feel that way from the text.
No, or don't. I'm just like, well, I can't. How do you? That's it.
That's it right there. That shit.
You can't even do it.
I can't do it. I don't do shit like that. I don't know. I just imagine like a lot of hand movement, to demonstrate. Please look at me as opposed to listening to me, because what I'm saying don't mean shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
I'm literally waiting for him to see the meme of the Kevin Hart shit. Like, really? Like, yeah, just really? That's what I'm waiting on. The point is that I'm like, this is feminine fucking energy. This is soft ass shit. I'm not used to this. I don't like it. It bugs me. I don't want a man to present like a woman to me. When we talk like men. If you talk to me, if you have a conflict with something I said, talk to me like a man. Don't use feminine. What are you doing?
Please call me, punk ass nigga or something.
Yeah, like
you
fuck nigga or something like that. Just don't come with me. It's a problem. The problem with here's where this whole topic came out.
Are you big mad?
And one day I got masculine energy and a masculine response from a woman. The very next day I got feminine energy and a feminine response from a man. Where the fuck did the role reversal come? When did this shit happen? When did men turn into what I like to call bands? It's an acronym for bitch ass niggas.
Well, when they realized they could get more attention by being this way, it was a natural transition into being a band.
That might be right, but I just can't give it no energy. You start doing stuff like that, I just can't.
Who's having sex with these people? Because they're breeding.
I see.
And you know, men like that, them ones that always like to argue about anything. You put the salt in the wrong place.
Facts.
Like, really?
Fact. We all grew up with our fathers. Hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we all grew up with our fathers, and I'm sorry if I cut you off.
We know our fathers.
Exactly. Men. I look at men who grew up with a father figure in the home or nearby, and then I look at dudes who did not. They always have the same reaction. We don't get upset. I'm not argumentative. We don't cry. We don't complain. We don't bitch. We don't moan. I come on this show and I express thoughts, but I'm not crying about it. Then I look at the men who grew up without their fathers, and I'm like, God damn, you respond like you are on your period every fucking time. You don't get your way, you throw a fit. You don't get something doesn't go the way you want it. You act like a fucking 14-year-old bitch with a skin knee.
Right.
Here's the problem. You cannot have that same reaction as a man. Your mother might run through the store, tearing up displays, knocking over racks, and acting a fucking fool. You can do that. Or she can do that. You, being a man, try to do that, they're going to call the cops, tase your ass, and might shoot you. That's my problem with that. That feminine fucking response.
Yeah, my issue is as men, come on, guys, as men, never ask don't ask anybody. We're men. You don't ask somebody, are you big man or little man? That is not a manly response to anything. Ever.
At all.
I don't care if Thanos shows up and he's got the Infinity Gauntlet and he's getting ready to snap his finger. You don't ask him if he's big man or little man. No, you just do something.
Right.
You're going to lose, but still, go out like a man.
That was like that was the most pussy. He's a pussy. That's the most pussy ass comment. Cause I don't. If a man ever says some shit like that to me, like, "Are you big man?" I'm like
you big.
Like I would be here to even hit the motherfucker because I feel like I get domestic violence towards a bitch.
Right.
I mean, but even if you say like I have a friend and he plays like that. Like if you mad about something, he'll sit up and just kind of poke at you.
That's feminine energy.
But that's that's him to me. He's not gonna say to you, "Are you big man?" Like, why would you say that to another man?
See, do you not understand? When a woman does that, that is the most irritating shit. And it takes everything in you not to choke the living life out of her and just hold her up and be like, yeah, you big man now, huh? When a man does that, I can hit you.
Some people don't see energy as negative or positive. For some people, it's just energy. But so in that particular case, I have to assume that this person just wanted some male energy.
But sometimes it comes back to maturity. Because you can't do the same thing you was doing 20 years ago. Like I'll say, I'll give you an example. Once, I called my daughter's father,
might be in the closet.
And he did something to make me mad. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna piss him off now. I ended that conversation so pissed off because I was being petty. And I was like, okay, so I'm not gonna do that no more. Like that was some punk ass shit I did. I did it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel how I feel. But I didn't get the response.
A step back and was like, yeah, that was sucker shit.
Oh, he cut it off. He was like, Aaron, I'm not gonna argue with you. Click.
That's a masculine response.
Wait.
Yeah, that's a masculine response. The way he did it was like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not doing this. When my partner called me today, that was the most impressive shit I've seen in a long time. Because he wasn't upset, he wasn't angry, he wasn't yelling, he wasn't screaming. He was disappointed, and he was upset that I'm not going into too much because I know he watched the show and I don't want to give out too much of his personal business. But he was still, I took from that he was like, no, I'm out. I'm not doing this with you. He's like, I'm not going to jeopardize my freedom. I'm not going to jeopardize my life. Go ahead.
I feel the
because
world,
you're going to push me into that. I feel
the world has, as men, we've, since day one, had this thing, okay, back in the caveman times, this and that. Men, we are not supposed to react when a situation's going on. We're supposed to act. You know what I'm saying? So if you're over here pissing me off, I'm not going to respond to that. You know what I'm saying, as a man, to you, unless, you threaten my family or something, then I'm gonna react. Women are supposed to, oh my God, there's a burglar in the house. And a man's supposed to get up, go get that thing, foul.
Cock that thing.
That's it. Yeah. I'm not gonna be like,
it makes it a lot easier to aim when you're not fucking crying.
When you're not irrational. But this is how
crying. No, it's not. This is how when you're not irrational.
Social media today, where it's like, oh my God, I can't. They're acting in a woman's role.
Thank you. Give me some. That's exactly where I was getting ready to go with this. And I'm trying not to monopolize the conversation, but that's exactly where I'm going. You've got so many of these bitch ass dudes. Y'all can come see me. I don't care. You got so many of these bitch ass dudes who are shooting up clubs, shooting up whatever the fuck, just getting into all our brawls, ruining your life. Because you reacted emotionally.
But I think
hold on one second. Okay. That is your responsibility. Thank you for being compliant. I appreciate that. That is your responsibility as a man, is to think before you act. You got to be the head of household. Right. She can be irrational.
Right.
She can be emotional. She can, like you said, it's a lot easier to aim when you ain't crying. Mm-hmm. You don't get that luxury as that man. So when the first thought is somebody wronged you, somebody disrespected you, or somebody did some fuck shit to you, spilled a drink on you in a club, and now you want to shoot?
Come on.
You bitch ass, you were raised by a woman.
Yeah.
That is my first thought. And I'm getting to the point, honestly, where I'm like, I don't want dudes around me who was raised by women.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you got bitch ass energy.
Because that's what I'm saying. It really starts, it's a cycle. At this point, it's a cycle. This shit starts when a boy is a kid. I was just having a conversation with my son about acting out of emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because I have primary care of him. But the thing is, you doing this and you're going to put yourself in a fucked up... Think about what you're doing before you do it. And that's where the problem came in at. Because like he said, women, I'm a reactionary person. Well, because you did this, I'm going to do this. And I think what stops me from acting a fool all the time is I want to go to jail. And that brings it back to me thinking about what I'm saying, or even sometimes replaying back a conversation with a person. I sit back, I might go home and think about this show and what I could have said or what I could have done. Everything should be like that. And people don't be like that. They say some old fucked up shit. Like, the worst thing for me is when you argue with a man and he said the most gutter, horrible things to you, and then when I come back and talk to you like that didn't just happen. Like, that made me like, bitch, is you serious?
Yeah. One thing,
Put your pussy up. Put your pussy up.
One thing that I miss, man, and this just goes to show, like I said, I come up in the gangbang era when the OG could talk to you politely, but yet scare the shit out of you. He didn't have to be all emotional. You talk shit, and his words would be, "You think that's the best decision?" And the motherfucker knew right then and there.
Let it go.
You don't fuck with that situation.
Need to reconsider.
Right.
I mean, it sounds like a question,
instead of,
but
motherfucker, I'm
it
gonna
really
kill
wasn't a
everybody in
question.
here. I'm gonna fuck you out. Nah, bro. You think that's the best decision?
It was in question form, but it wasn't a
It
question.
wasn't a question, it was a suggestion.
Right,
Facts.
but that's the type of man, saying, that we grew up with. Motherfuckers that wouldn't react, but just let you know, listen, I'm a fucking alpha. I'm an alpha. And if you're gonna be an alpha, then you got two options: either back the fuck up or we scrapping.
Facts.
And that's it. But don't be fucking
But that's
crying.
where the problem come in at. Because when the men start crying, they ready to go get guns. This was after the Chiefs won. We were all celebrating. I got too drunk, so thank God I went home because we were gonna go to this club called the Nine.
Mm-hmm.
And
Millimeter?
no, it's just Nine. Just the club. That's how the Nine.
Club.
But when I say it was like literally maybe 20 minutes. If I hadn't got messed up and they hadn't took me to my niece's house, we would have been standing in that line. 15 people got shot, 3 people got killed. I've heard 2 different stories. Something happened with the security guard getting into it with the guy. He went to his car, and then I heard he got jumped. The whole issue is, if you get your ass beat, take that ass away and catch them on the outs. Like, you've killed these people. Now, they ended up killing the guy that was shooting, but even if they hadn't. So now he has a daughter. His daughter doesn't have a father.
Facts.
But even before that, even if he had made it out of there, you going to jail for I don't know how long. Because you because you got beat up.
Let me say,
fight?
Let me say, killing does not make a man. Let me tell you, back in the day when you killed somebody,
Hold on, nigga, you getting ready to confess to some shit?
Nope.
Okay, I'm like, stop it, man.
Right, he's like, disclaimer, don't do it, black man, don't do it.
There were 2 reasons why people got killed. 1, you done stole a gang load of money or product from them. 2, you didn't kill one of their family members or brotherhoods. Those are the 2 reasons why motherfuckers got killed. Not because you stepped on this nigga's shoe. Not because you spilled a drink on him. Not because he's fucking your baby mama. Not because this and that. There was 2 reasons.
Right.
Either you stole, which when it comes to money,
well,
that's always been that
all
way.
fair game.
Yeah, that's always been kind of a
And then when you
rule.
get, with retaliation. I mean, that's just. But these motherfuckers is killing because I'm gonna write right now that this nigga's a
Twitter
bitch ass
finger,
nigga.
yeah.
And so guess what? I'm a bitch nigga, huh? I'm a nigga.
Right.
Hold on, you wrong because these niggas came tight.
Oh, that's true.
You
You see,
I can
you
type
guys saw
45
my
words
age,
a
right?
minute. Yeah, these niggas can't type. I can type 45 words a minute.
But
They not
again,
typing.
what you just
They Twitter
exhibited
or-
that respect is so much different.
Oh, it was respect.
Then what respect is so much different now. Like you said, step on my shoes. Like, damn, I'll get you another pair of shoes. Here, let me Here's $50 for your pair of shoes with your fucking pussy ass.
I'm sorry.
How about they're just fucking shoes and we don't need to be getting emotional
They're just
over
shoes,
fucking
you little
shoes?
bitch.
Right.
They're
Like
just
people who
shoes.
stand in line like all goddamn day to buy Jordans.
I ain't never understood that one.
Oh, you know.
Since you here, let me ask you a question. And I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
No.
Okay. How do women feel seeing this pussy ass reaction or this new breed of pussy ass men? And you young boys, I don't want it with y'all, but I'm not running.
I
for
can't
y'all,
answer
so
for for you, Aaron, but that question is interesting only because I feel like it was women who created this bitch ass.
No. I agree.
I
with
mean,
that.
that is that.
Our generation,
I think
It's an inadvertent
unknowns to
result,
them,
right.
they
Right.
created
Yeah,
this
exactly.
person.
What I say is, for me, like some women, I think I handle things a little bit different. So if I, okay, we're talking, and I might even say, okay, see what's going on. But when I start seeing things like that, I can't do it. I'm not arguing with you like that. That just, how do I say this? I have a person, and every time we have a conversation, I cringe. Like if that kind of focus, it's like I almost adrenaline rushes because it's the person that I have to have conversation with. It's not somebody that I don't have to.
Okay.
But every time we have a conversation, I gear up for this argument, and it's almost to the point where, and I've talked to you about him, but it's almost to the point where, whereas I can handle situations differently, I wait till the last minute to deal with them because I'm like.
He's gonna put you in a negative space.
Like I was telling
you it going in.
I was talking to a friend about him. I was like, I think that motherfucker get hard every time he argues. Like he has to be getting off on arguing.
He was raised by a single mother. Guaranteed.
And a house full of women.
I guarantee. Feminine fucking energy.
And this is not a knock against women. It's just to go speaks to the idea that
the necessity for masculinity.
Women can't raise men like that.
Exactly.
But bitch ass men can't raise men either.
That's true.
No,
but he's got a better shot than a woman.
I agree 100%. You got a better chance of being less bitch ass if there's some man there. I don't care if he's a weak ass man.
Right. At the very least, he knows
he'll know how to change
how to keep his calm and not flip out like Buddy at that party you were just describing.
That's not true. Okay, so. You say so a man who's always arguing with women, always fighting with women, that child has a better chance.
At least he'll pick up something.
At least he'll have some masculine energy around him as to teach.
As opposed to
not every man is going to be a good father. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, as a whole, you got a better chance for your son. Your son has a better chance at growing up to being a decent man if he's got a decent man to watch, as opposed to growing up around all women. And that's not to say that the women are doing something necessarily completely bad, but when you watch, like, women react a certain way to certain stimuli. Being a young kid, being a boy, you think that's the way to be.
And
it's not.
I've even seen where gay men that had their fathers in their life act like
men. They act like men.
Yeah.
Where they're raised by their mother, that's where the
flamboyant and all that other
shit comes from. Where gay man, he just like man, but he's not out there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Wilding out.
But he act like a man.
He act like a man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
It really is. It's and we keep saying it's the woman's fault.
I'm blaming the situation.
This is a whole left field thing, but it's really the government back when.
Lyndon May Johnson,
all that shit came in there, and they're like,
the Great Society is.
Yeah, you don't need a man to be successful. Get the black man out of there. Boo boo.
No, now that's a factor. Yes, no, I agree that is a huge factor. However, that was like 60 years ago.
Facts, exactly my point.
You know better than that.
Right. True. That.
So we are past the generation that didn't see that shit coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we're past that now. We can't blame that shit anymore. Now people know, but people are still acting out the same behavior because in a woman's case, and not to throw women under the bus, but in a woman's case, she has less consequences than a man does in that situation.
Exactly.
The woman might get stuck with the baby, but the man is gonna get thrown in jail if he tries to walk away from that situation.
Or the potential of going to prison. Women in this day and age, in this era, and I'm piggybacking off what you said. In this era, you don't smoke crack, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Why don't you smoke crack?
Because I seen what that shit.
You
did to
know what that
motherfucking-
shit does to your
did
life.
to the generation.
So why the fuck would there be any new crackheads?
Right, right.
Hell, I mean,
So-
cocaine. Cocaine popping exp.
Popping pill.
All that shit has all that shit in it. It's like, and you do it?
Do you sell pussy?
No.
Why don't you sell pussy? Because you see what happens to motherfuckers who sell pussy. They end up fucked up. Same reason why, if you know that this shit can happen, why would you do it?
Why would you do it?
Why would you smoke crack? Why would you sell pussy? Why would you let this bitch ass dude nut in you?
Right.
If you know you don't want, or you know you might not be ready for kids, or you might even think you're ready for kids, but you know single motherhood is a bitch.
Oh
Right.
shit.
And then one thing.
Why do it? Fuck you. Fuck your hand out.
I was just showing him. There's a website on Facebook where people can go in there asking
bitch ass.
for help, right?
Help for what?
Just for general shit. This motherfucker, I showed him the same person back to back to back. This motherfucker wanted a fucking washer,
Clothes.
a
Mats.
microwave,
Yeah, microwave.
this and that, and I mean just like, and it's
a man?
It's
No, it's a woman.
Well, it's
I thought it was a woman.
It was
It's a
woman.
couple. I'm sorry, it's a couple.
But they got like 6 kids.
Yeah.
It's
Why
like,
would you
no,
do that?
motherfuckers, you did the 6 kids. You after number 1 and you was struggling.
Why keep going?
You know
should
what?
and you want me to-
I had that conversation with a
Come on,
person
dog.
very close to me. They had just started college and she got pregnant. I was like, and maybe I'm not advocating for abortion, but I'm like,
I am.
you know, you're starting school. Maybe you should think
They're
about
wrong.
not having this
I did it
baby.
again, didn't I?
So she had the baby, dropped out of school. Then she had 2 more. Now all the kids are by the same person, and he does not claim the kids. So my thing was, don't keep doing the same. That's not even common sense.
It's
You're doing the
counterproductive.
same thing over. Like you feel like because it's the same dad, that's not the same. He don't claim your kids. He doesn't do anything for you, and you feel like it's everybody in your family, everybody around you is supposed to help you. No,
Well,
I'm not obligated to do
Here's the
shit.
thing: that person you're talking about is the type of person that, fuck this. She feels worthless, and the only value she finds in her life is producing children. That's why she keeps doing that shit. She might not know that. Nobody's ever tapped her on the shoulder to tell her, but you can be better. Well, now you're not gonna be better than this because hell, we here now. But somebody should have pulled her aside a long time ago.
But you know when you have people that.
She's hard-headed as fuck,
I think it's deeper than that because if a person's telling you a certain thing, you're not listening. Like it's almost a common sense thing.
Amazon.
You know what
she
I
ain't
mean?
got no common sense.
But to me, I'm like, if I was a guy on the outside
She might be
looking
overly
into
sensitive to
your
that.
friend who got 3 kids all by the same guy, if I'm on the outside looking in, we're getting a little off topic, but I'm gonna pull it back. If I'm on the outside looking in and I see that
But
you
it
got,
still ties in when we talk about
Yeah,
this shit.
yeah, yeah.
It's that emotional
Yeah.
shit.
if you and I see you got 3 kids all by the same guy, and I'm trying to date you seriously, I'm not going to date you seriously because I'm gonna feel like you always got ties to this dude. You always nigga. I'm about to pull him up and show him on camera. But I would always feel like at any moment this dude can walk back in and be like, I want my family back. And you gonna go. Because every woman wants that family. She want her kids to be by the guy she married. So I would never take her
Then why
serious.
don't they get
If I
married
was-
before they have kids?
That's a
Well,
great.
my thing is
Same reason why you don't smoke fucking crack, yo.
It's like she's one of those people like deductive reasoning doesn't work. You know,
This is bad.
you think about like something happens and it's like, well, you did this to me. Like she had a conversation with another person, and she was saying, it was her sister she was talking to, and she feel like her sister should help her and be there for her.
Shit.
No,
That's not your
those are
sister's
your kids.
responsibility.
And when she was pregnant with the first one, I told her, I said, baby, ain't nobody gonna love your kids like you do. Ain't nobody taking care of your kids. Like you should never have any more kids than what you can take care of by yourself, and that is without assistance. Like we go through situations at times where we may need help, but it's not. You know, let me stay on Section 8 for 20 years. Let me get a food stamp, like every piece of assistance you can get.
It's a legacy of poverty.
Right, and then you buying all the Jordans, True Religion. It's like priorities.
You can't
in life.
afford that shit. If you're on public assistance, you shouldn't be buying True Religion jeans or Jordans.
Nigga, I would.
And if you are, yes, I'm calling you a fucking moron.
Yep, facts.
Right here, I just said it.
Okay, remember
Come see.
when I lived in Louisville, man? Me and Tez were up No, I still live in South of Louisville. Me and my buddy Tez were up in Louisville. I met this chick. She had a friend from my friend. Obviously, okay. They stayed in the projects up in Iroquois projects, and I really wish Pistol Pooh was in the chat room right now. My boy hit it off with her girl. We walking back to their house, to the project, whatever. They're in the projects. We walking through. This bitch is giving us a tour of the projects, walking back to her building. She's like, yeah, my grandma stay right there. My mama stay there, and I stay here. And I was like, oh my God.
None of you motherfuckers make it out?
It's 3 generations of ain't shit bitches in one housing projects in the same
Right.
little thing. I was like, oh my God, I'm not that
And you
this
people
bitch.
are breeding.
I was like, do you not, you really didn't want out?
It's bubble
This was
mentality.
this was good enough for you. It was good enough for my grandma. It was good enough for my mom. It's good enough for me.
It's that bubble. I call it bubble mentality. You're in your little bubble. You can't see past that shit, and you think you're fuck that.
I don't feel like women like that are in any position to make demands of what kind of men they deal with.
And
You should just not
Bruh.
have children.
Bruh.
And just, if you want to just, well, I guess they couldn't stay there if they didn't, right?
Give me some.
That's so true. Listen, okay, I watched
I'm
it.
saying, I'm just
I'm
questioning.
not gonna name the show, but it's about couples hooking up. This motherfucker went over to Africa to meet his new girlfriend. These motherfuckers don't have a road. These motherfuckers don't have a yard. This nigga's living in a hut, right?
mud hut.
His family gonna talk about, you have to prove yourself worthy to us, motherfucker.
Nigga, I got
I'm gonna take
$9.
your goddamn daughter.
I will buy your whole city.
For $19.
And I gotta prove myself.
US.
And he's like, you are quite average, bitch.
Not only will I buy your city, but
Prime your
I'll
blood,
buy the
man.
child army that's gonna guard this piece
I wouldn't even
of
have
shit.
said
Right.
that. I wouldn't even said that. I
It's
would have
just
started
like-
like, I'm
You know
go.
what? Don't worry about it.
How
I'm out.
are you?
I don't want this
How are
bitch.
you
Yeah.
on this
Deuces.
pedestal?
Yep.
And you don't have a fucking pedestal.
I will come back and buy all this shit.
Like, motherfucker, you
no,
ain't
He's
getting.
making a great
but
point.
the women
though.
have that mentality here.
is that you have no bar, and I've said this 1,000
yeah, I
times.
see
We've talked
that.
about this. You
Yeah,
have
it's
no
fucked up.
bar. I saw where you're going with
Yeah.
this. You have no bargaining chip.
Right.
The chick I've used for an example 1,000 times that we've talked about. The chick with 3 kids, 3 different dudes, no shit job on Section 8. Still telling me I need to put in effort. Bitch, you have no bar. It's exactly what he said. You have no bargaining
That's
chips.
funny.
I was
None.
getting ready to try to argue that.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
No, because you
I challenge
kind of really killed it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's, that's. I think that's what pisses people off.
I think when you dealing with
They ain't got nowhere to go
somebody,
with it.
you should really try to elevate yourself. But what I got what you saying is, bitch, elevate your life first.
Elevate your life.
How dare you?
And then the only bargaining chip you have is that hairy fucking fish you sitting on. That's it. That's
how
the only,
dare
you gotta
you.
try to fuck
How
your way
dare-
into my heart. That's
Bro,
the
when I
only chance
watch
you
that
got.
shit,
That's
I about
all I got
lost
to
my
say
fucking
is,
mind.
But
But
how
I'm
dare
yelling at
you.
the TV like,
Welcome to the red pill, nigga.
what the fuck?
How
Dare you?
dare
bitch.
you?
But you know, I feel that way till a man walk up to me and I be like,
Fresh out of jail. Like, how dare he
no,
try to
fuck
holler
that.
at
Not
you?
even fresh out of jail. Just walk up to you and your appearance ain't nothing, your teeth, and you looking at me like, motherfucker, you're missing a front tooth.
Well, that shit goes
How
both
the
ways.
fuck do you
Yeah,
think
it
that
definitely
shit
goes
works?
both. Yeah.
I'm totally
ways.
fair. Right
Yeah.
now, I'm wearing Timberland outfit. I got Timberland down. I wouldn't try to, if you dressed the way you are, I wouldn't try to approach you right now because I'm like,
Yeah,
I look
you're
homeless.
different.
Well, not homeless,
No,
but I look
no,
like I'm
that's still
I'm comfortable
different.
as fuck.
No, you still look.
But the
decent.
point is
right,
that
right.
if that nigga missing a tooth, look like he just got out the
It
joint.
surprising.
I think I know this nigga. That's what's fucked up. 'Cause I think I know this guy.
But it's like, how dare you? Like, and then it makes me feel like, well, what the fuck are you trying to say about me?
What am I putting out there? What am I
What
presenting?
energy am I
Did I
Attracting this
give you
bullshit.
the impression that you could come up to me and say even hi?
That you had a shot? What? Nigga, I need to get my life together.
I mean,
The bitch that I looked approachable.
And it's just like when a dude drives up. I mean, that might not be the best thing, but if a chick's walking and you know, hey, hi, now usually if a nigga drive up, it's usually some kind of cat caller. But if a dude drive up to a chick walking, hey, how you doing? And, oh, I ain't got time for that.
Bitch, you're walking.
Right, like, are you
You pedal
what the-
biking, whore.
Are you serious?
Oh,
You
Jesus.
giving me attitude, and I'm trying to.
You have the time
I'm trying to
from
bring you
where
up.
you're walking
But you know
from
what,
to where
though?
you're walking
But
to.
I can tie this to the,
While I
to the-
ride
to the
slowly
emotional
next to you.
I can tie this to emotional
Because I'm
men.
not inviting you in my car with that attitude.
Right.
Now, a real motherfucker would say, all right, holla. Oh, punk ass, well, bitch, I don't want to talk to you anyway. You'd be like,
Oh, we've done that.
That's like, that's a long
Bitch,
time
you ain't
ago.
no dime.
Bitch, you-
We were teenagers.
I was 17.
We were
no,
teenagers.
we're
I was
talking about
17.
adult
No,
men.
okay, I know
that-
exactly what you're
I was
talking about.
17 when I did that
Bunch of
shit.
goofy
You say it was
motherfuckers.
cold that night.
No, she wasn't no dime. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, damn. But the point was, I was 17 at the time,
Yeah,
and I'm mature now. But I understand where she's going with this, and I got to be fair in my misogyny. And I got to get this point out before we run over time. Is that I got to reverse it now. Mm-hmm. We've talked about bitch ass dudes. I'm done with that now. I've got it all on my system. To that soft ass dude on Facebook, you know who you are. If you don't like it, come see me. It is what it is.
Enter the
It
world's
is what
greatest
it is.
misogynist.
Yeah, into the world's greatest misogynist. Women. I'm emotional, or we're emotional creatures, or that's just how women are, is no longer a sufficient answer. That no longer will suffice.
I know.
But saying that I'm emotional because I'm a woman and you don't know what we go through is no longer a good answer. You looking at me with the head cocked, and I'm gonna explain why.
No, I don't. I'm not. I have no argument to that.
Well, okay, good. Then you get along great. You can come back. The reason I say that is because men don't get that justification. We don't get that excuse. No other group of people in the world gets that excuse. I can't say, well, I'm an alcoholic. You know how I am. And then go out and drive my car and kill 3 people.
Right.
They're not gonna be like, well, he's
You're
not, the
an
nigga's an alcoholic.
That's what he was gonna do.
That nigga,
Well, that's what alcoholics do. Just go ahead and
Right.
send them home.
Go ahead, buddy.
They can't be like, well,
No.
you give it a woman and be like, well, I beat bitches, you know. So the bitch got beat.
Sir, I have
I
this
can't
meth
say
on
that.
me because I smoke meth.
They can be like, why'd you beat the
That's
bitch?
what I do.
Well, I beat bitches. So,
Right.
hey, you know how I am. I'm a bitch beater.
Right.
I can't do that. So stop giving women this leeway shit. You gotta have some control over your emotions.
Yep.
When I showed last week or 2 weeks ago, we showed that video of this crazy bitch dumping gasoline
Yeah.
on her dude's car because she caught him with another chick. I've gotten more. Nigga, if I had time, I could show article after article, video after video.
Oh yeah.
People send me. I don't look this shit up. People send it to me. I don't have to look anymore. In the beginning, I did. Now people just send it to me, and I'm like, that's stupid as fuck. Your emotions. Half the women in jail would not be there if they could have had their emotions in check. Hold on before you go off, because you get ready to go. I see the hamster on the wheel. Also, an adverse to that is your friends are
Should
just
be
as
telling-
emotional
yeah.
as you, and they co-sign that bullshit. Yeah, girl, let's go fuck his car up. I'm gonna go fuck his car up. You gonna ride with me? Not once have I ever been mad at a bitch and said, "Hey, cuz, you gonna go ride with me and do this shit on this bitch?" Not once have I ever come to your crazy ass and you had problems. Not once have I ever said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go ride on this bitch. You gonna ride with me?"
He said, "Bitch," we're like, "Bitch."
Don't judge me. The point is that not once have I done that to you or you. Not once have you done that to me. Not once have you done that to me. Men don't do that, but women can incorporate a woman to join in her fuckery, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely agree.
Church.
But you know what? A lot of
Pass
times,
the collection plate around this bitch.
what that comes to is
Now y'all hit that cash app though, seriously. Pass the collection plate. We ain't got no fucking money. Y'all ain't donating shit and we ain't getting monetized, nigga. Everything out this shit came out of our pocket, nigga. I'm
I don't
tired.
even think there's anybody in here.
you know,
today.
Oh well, fuck y'all.
It is Saturday.
I have friends that
Nope.
if I say we about to go fuck some, and they be like, yeah, but I'm not that friend.
No.
But for me, it comes down to a lot more. People don't think about, okay, you go fuck some shit up, you going to jail. I got 2 people dependent, and you know I say this all the time.
your favorite
I gotta
line.
make it home to my kids.
Yep.
I'm not doing shit that's gonna get me sent home to get me sent to jail. And then after you've done the shit, you feel like, damn, was that shit even worth it? Like people don't think
Usually
it really
isn't.
comes back to, did you think about it?
After that adrenaline wears off, nope.
I had this was years ago. my best friend, she was married, and she just found out that her husband was cheating. She was about to go fuck him up. I was like, Mia, don't go over there. And she was like, I said, for what? What are you going? Just don't go over there. So she was like, no, I'm going over there and you can suck a dick. I said, well, go take your ass over there and get your ass beat then.
Yeah, she got her ass beat?
And she got her ass beat.
There it is. That brings
As
up...
I said, what's going to happen?
When you finish, I got a serious question. Why do women think, one, there's no repercussions? If you hit a man, you think that's the end of it. No, not every nigga is sane. Mr. Pooh, I wish he was in the chat room. He ain't sane. You hit him, he hit you hard.
Right.
But I don't think she thought that it wasn't going to be a fight. She just didn't give a fuck.
She got her ass beat.
She got her ass beat.
There it is.
And you know, I had a friend, and you know what, like,
Yeah.
whenever something stupid going on, like you said, that emotional shit, I'm always a friend, like, okay, so what's the plan?
Right.
Exactly how are we gonna do this?
Right.
Like, how are we gonna work? Because you're not about to
dig this hole under this fence.
Right, because I had another
bitch.
friend, she came up with this whole situation, and my best friend, these were both my friends at the time, she was like, shit, I'm with it. I'm like, no, what's the plan? Because I gotta make time to shine.
You know, it's weird that you say that because only a dipshit would get mad at you for not going along with their fuckery when you know nothing about what they got going on. I had a friend like that that like feels like I'm on one and you're black and you're a man, so you should be on one too. No. I will leave your ass in a second.
Negative ghostwriter. Yeah.
Listen, I got your back.
I mean,
What
I'll help you.
You can't just be
I'll
you
help
can't
you
be
in
shooting off the
regular
hip
shit.
and expect me to go along with it. Like, there's got to be some MacGyver. We can't get caught kind of shit.
Right.
And
But there's no plan.
I'm still going to point by point say, okay, how this
Zero
came
plan.
about.
I just like I said, I lived the lifestyle back in the day. Not once. Every nigga, come on, nigga, we finna ride out. What happened? Man, this nigga said something about me on the book. It ain't never happened.
Well, technically, it wasn't no Facebook back
Well,
then.
back then, but even still.
Yeah.
Well, at least you knew why you
You know
was
what I'm
riding,
saying?
though.
Yeah.
Or right. You know.
Motherfuckers expect you to get in that
What's
car
that?
and get
MySpace,
with the no
Oh, yeah.
details. Hey man, take a ride with me. I had somebody do that shit to me like I was at a bar, seen a guy I knew, and he was like, "Yo man, go outside with me real quick." I'm like, "Okay," so I'm nonchalantly going outside, and then he gets into an argument with some dude outside, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, motherfucker, why am I here? Am I here to intimidate this motherfucker?"
Or be back up.
Right, but
Right.
you know, it'd be like some people, they get so, like you said, they're more caught up in their emotions. They don't think. We had a bar. And a fight break out, what I thought was a shot. I'm like, what's the first thing you do when somebody shoots?
Duck.
Shoot back.
You get to your motherfucking
you-
car. I don't shoot back. I get to my car and
I
get the
do.
fuck up
That's
out.
what you do right there.
I
So,
shoot back.
so I had two friends. With one friend, we get in the car. She like, fuck her, leave her, let's go. Now the other friend, I'm like, nah, I can't leave her. I go to get her. I'm like, she's like, come on, I can't leave my cousin. I'm like,
Shit,
come
I can
on,
leave it.
let's go.
I'm gonna leave
no, I
everybody.
can't leave my cousin. Okay, I see you.
Well, I'll see you
hollering.
later then. Holler at me when you make
And
it.
you know, she telling people that I left her. No, motherfucker, I have kids to make it home to. If you want to sit and piggyback and play with motherfuckers and they shooting or whether or not they were shooting, when it's a mass frenzy in the crowd,
Okay, to be honest, you did leave her. I mean,
After I told her to
factually,
come.
no, wait.
Right.
You left her, but yeah, you should have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you shouldn't have left, but you could tell people all you want.
I mean, I don't think I left her because she
why don't you
chose
tell?
to stay.
This is what separates a
Right.
friend from a complete dipshit. And let me explain the
because
part.
I didn't leave her.
NoDipshits.com.
No, I'm saying this is what separates them from being a dipshit and an actual good friend. See, an actual good friend be like, oh yeah, she did bounce out, but you know, such and such happened. A dipshit is just gonna tell people, oh, I can't believe this. Aaron was punked out. She just left us there. Well, what you didn't tell, bitch, was the fact that motherfuckers was shooting and you ran back into the chaos. I don't give a fuck about the chaos.
Even after the
I'm
fact,
out.
but even after, onto the emotions, even after the fact, if you feel like I did something to piss you off, like, damn, bitch, you know, you pissed me off when you, or you hurt me when you, or I didn't like that you did.
Fuck your
You don't say that,
explanations.
but
I'm
I'll
out.
speak to you. I talked to you the next day, didn't catch any foul vibes. I see you at work and I speak to you, it's like you don't want to speak. If I don't want to speak to you, you're going to know. If it's funk in the air, you going to feel my vibes.
First off, I don't break up one-on-ones.
No, it's one on
Second, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm at a bar and I see somebody over there and there's a big ass fight going on, unless this person is potentially going to be killed, I am not jumping in that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't go out and get into fights with people. That has never fucking happened.
Well, technically, she caused the fight. If you ask me, she caused the fight to begin with.
Oh, well,
Probably.
That's on you then.
That was baby daddy bullshit.
I mean, I like ice hand with niggas that would just
Do fuck shit for fuck
just
shit.
do fuck shit
purposes.
for fuck shit. Yeah, like yeah, I'm not gonna go
Okay.
into it.
But that was what I was speaking on emotional women. Like you doing shit, you not thinking about it, or like a big old melee broke out because your baby daddy did something to make you mad. You ain't supposed to be going out if you can't be in the same spot as him.
That's
And
it.
especially if he playing a game with you, if you are a pretty, beautiful woman, which she is, you know that motherfucker. Why are you worried about what he doing?
Fact.
You should be in the spot doing
Play
what
the
you
game back.
doing.
Yeah, play the game back.
Motherfucker, you gonna feel me.
Yeah.
But no, instead, she dancing with him and shit. I'm like,
Messy.
and he there with somebody. Wow. So it was just, I didn't understand it. And it was like, I left you? No, you chose to stay. And instead of saying something about it, you feeling some kind of way.
Just,
Sorry, that's my baby.
it's okay. You can silence it.
I did put it on silence. It still came through. It's on silence. It's on red.
The switch. Oh, okay.
It's on red.
All right. Well, no, we've all been in situations like that. We've all talked about that. I've had a story. There's one instance where, when I first moved back here, a couple guys I was riding with, motorcycle, I made a bet with a guy. I'm trying to leave out as many details as possible. I made a bet with the guy. I won. The guy didn't pay the bet. These motherfuckers were like, well, you gotta go handle that. What?
Wait,
What you mean? Facts. What you mean? You gotta explain that. Well, you gotta handle it. You can't. That's disrespect. You can't. I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, you gotta understand the position I'm in. I got 2 degrees. If I go handle that, then my degrees are now worthless. Because when I go to jail, I can't explain this shit.
Right.
You ain't got nothing to lose. You motherfuckers have already been to prison. You already got felony after felony after felony conviction.
You weren't smart enough
So
not to get caught.
y'all not in the same position as me. So you can't expect me to react the
So
same
your
way
advice
y'all
means
react.
nothing. If you're not smart enough not to get caught, your advice means nothing.
Exactly. But the main people hyping the shit out were the ones that, like I said, I noticed, raised by single women. And I was like, oh, y'all got emotional ass responses to this shit. A guy welches on a bet. I'm not gonna come and see you with a crowbar. This ain't Vegas. I ain't in the mob. And you don't owe me no money. This was literally like a gentleman's bet. Like if I win, you wash my bike. You win, I wash your bike. That's all it was. I didn't lose anything. I didn't gain anything. It didn't hurt me in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. And they was like, well, people gonna start talking about us saying we soft. I was like, so, and I got my same philosophy I've had since I was a kid. And it still rings true. You worry about what people say, nigga, you can't buy a house with street cred. Sure. You can't put I was a real nigga on a resume. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
True.
So yeah, you can say you real, this,
Full
that, and
disclaimer.
the other.
That's all facts right there.
You have to move the microphone and say
I wanted them to
swing
see
it
me.
around.
Okay. But when you go to apply for that job, because you're going to need a job, because that hustle money and everything else only lasts so long.
So long.
When you figure out, that's why I looked at you. When you figure out you need a job,
Right.
and they ask, have you ever been convicted of a felony? Just right, I was a real nigga under there. And see how that work out for you.
I think I'm the luckiest motherfucker on the face of this earth
Fucking
because
facts.
my downfall has now become my uprise. Which a lot of motherfuckers can't, that just doesn't happen. The motherfuckers, one, stay in that mentality and go nowhere. And so they end up back in prison. It's, if you over, I'm sorry, man, 30.
Yeah.
and
Still going to jail.
You still going to jail all the goddamn time. You still doing this. Come on, man.
If you're over 30,
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
It's getting to the point to where it's just like you are becoming a fuck nigga now. You
if
know
you're
what I mean?
over the age of 30 and you still going to jail, still getting arrested, still talking about I'm on probation, still going for child support issues, custody battles, and all this shit. Not like in the sense of that, but in the sense of you just keep knocking up random bitches. You're not on top of your shit.
Right. Now I'll do you one better. Because you know what,
that was strictly for the men. I'm gonna get to women when you done.
Some people have hustle in them, like hustling is life for them. But you can't be no hustler and you don't have money to pay a lawyer. When you go to jail, you expect me to put money on your books. I tell people in a disclaimer when I first look, I don't put money on books and I don't send kites.
I mean, people have the hustle mentality, but how many like street hustlers are old?
Facts. Ain't no retirement to go watch.
You could go hustle and still a legitimate income up. You know, there's not one old ass.
But then you deal with these men who feel like things or let me have some money so I can flip it. Let me help put me. I'm not gonna put you on shit. Right. It's motherfuckers grind from $2 and be at in a day 2,000 to flip it. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you have nothing to show for the nights you are out and the days you out, then I just don't believe you hustling. You got to be doing something else, selling ass, doing something.
Think dude is out there selling ass.
Okay.
Fucking fat bitches.
Something ain't right.
But he, like, going back off what he said, a lot of the OGs that was real though. I've walked in the rooms and seen a mountain, and he was with me on a mountain of dope on the table. These niggas is working at fast food restaurants now. Yeah. And they all say ain't no future in that dope money.
Or in prison. I mean,
everybody went to jail or
dead. Yep.
Everybody's
the motherfuckers is like, fuck that, bro.
I like to think with a little, like, common sense behind it, you could have turned it into something.
Man. And we got partners like that. A couple of guys down south, I'm not saying where, I'm not saying who. Them motherfuckers turned into legitimate businesses.
That's what I'm saying.
Lawn care company. One owned. What?
Oh no! Yeah.
One owned a lawn care company. Another one owned a lawn care company. Just different enterprises to where it looked like a car wash. And one owned a car wash.
I know one
car dealership
on the biggest tattoo parlor.
Facts.
And
so I've seen cats turn into legitimate enterprise, and I'm just like, okay, respect, because you did what you needed to do and you did it the right way. But that other hustle bullshit, cats who don't, fuck all that. So that's honestly it for me. I just need to get that bitch ass stuff off my chest because I just thought that was weak as fuck. That feminine energy, that soft ass response. I mean, you a man, dude. Grab your nuts and talk to me like a man. Don't you big man. I can see your bitch ass doing this like that. Don't do that. And if you don't like it, come see me. You know who you are. I'll come see you. It don't matter.
All right.
But I don't like feminine. And I'm not a gangster. I'm not that ain't me, but I don't like feminine ass energy, man.
And I'm not on that, I'm not on that gangster shit either, but it really, like, I am more open-minded than I was today, but it really bothers me, man, when I see these dudes out here in these fucking skinny jeans holding these fucking purses and got this fucking glitter shit. Like that shit.
Wait a minute, man. Nigga, that was a drag show, nigga.
Right.
No,
you see a purse and glitter, nigga.
Bro, look at these rappers, bro. Look at,
the Young Thug.
These young,
but bounce in it.
But they got all the holes. The holes all up and down their jeans. Back in the day, that was what women wore.
Yeah.
Was the whole,
I think they still wearing that.
But dudes is wearing this shit now, man. And they wonder why men can't come up nowadays is because sissy ass niggas is raising these kids, man.
It goes back to, and I was trying to close, but I'm gonna piggyback off that for a real quick second. Real men, we understand you got to get up and get it. Mm-hmm. You want to get up, you want something, you get up and you go. That this nigga, I'll use him for example. This dude's on his grind every single day of the week.
Right.
Even on his days off, he still grinds.
I'm tired of shit.
You tired now, yeah. That's why you ain't talking much. That's why we carrying the show for you, but we got you.
Hey,
but this nigga tired as hell. Even on his days off, he still gets it. If he's not doing this, he's doing his side hustle. If he's not doing his side hustle, he's doing his main job. If you're not doing his main job, you working on your side craft that you're trying to turn into a career. You never stop. That's masculinity.
There's no sleep.
Women sit back and expect everything to someone.
Stopping is for dipshits. You can't never stop.
No dipshits.
No days off, motherfuckers.
No dipshits.com. Hashtag
No days off. But yeah.
But women expect, some women, not all, but some women expect shit to be handed to them. Well, even the married women still expect their man to come home and be like, you got this? Yeah, I got this. Well, I got it. I got it. Because I'm the man of the household. Even though you've been here all day and you ain't did shit. I got it. Because you couldn't handle it, apparently.
Right.
You couldn't handle calling the nigga to tell him the garage door is fucked up. Don't worry. I got it. Fuck. Useless.
Damn.
Flashback. Sorry. The point is that I'm trying to make is that women expect things to be handed. Women think if it's not handed to me, I act enough of a fool that it will be handed to me and I'll get what I want anyway. And that's where you got a lot of men, males, growing up seeing that. And they see that energy and they interpret that and they take that into their own personality, their own attributes, and their own characteristics.
Okay.
Luckily, like I said, I was one of the few that, and we were one of the few.
All of us, yeah.
I got to grow up seeing my dad. My dad never got upset, never got angry. Something broke, he handled it. Something needed to be fixed, he grabbed. Even if he didn't know how to fix it, he grabbed a screwdriver and a flashlight. He'd go outside and be like, "We know what we're doing? Nope. But we fuck around with this shit, we'll figure it out. Long enough. This was pre-YouTube. Long enough, we'll figure it out."
Right.
And that was my mentality growing up. I'll figure this shit out before I call somebody. If I can't figure it out, then I'll call somebody. If there's a possibility I can fix it myself, I will, because that's masculine energy. When you got these soft-ass dudes wearing these skinny jeans with glitter, or these bitch-ass dudes that want to get emotional and argue like women, it irks me, it bugs me, it annoys me.
I agree with that completely because, like you said, women that throw temper tantrums. I am of the mindset that anything I want, I'm gonna go out here and get it for me. If I don't take care of my kids, they don't have it. You know, and I don't have any more kids than what I can take care of by myself because we don't know how tomorrow's gonna end up. Right. That's my thinking. So I get what you're saying, but you know, as a single woman, you kind of have to be strong for me because again, I'm raising a man. I might not do it right, but I'll be damned. Like I told him, we had this conversation the other day. He was acting up in school. And I said, Sean, let me tell you something. If you keep on with the way you acting, I'm going to send you to your dad's and I'm just going to sign over my rights. What the fuck I'm not going to do? Ain't no bitch ass motherfucker going to come up out my house. Right. I'm not raising no fucking pussy. All that bullshit you doing, it make no sense. You go to school to learn. You know, that's your fucking job. Everything you need, you have. Most of what you want, you have. You have no reason to be getting in trouble in school. So before I let you fuck up your life, you got to get the fuck up out of here. Mm-hmm. I'm telling people all the time, I ain't raising no freak, no fag, or no fucking failure.
You know, and this goes to both parents, the mother and the father. It's like the emotional, what we're talking about. Well, I don't want to upset them. I don't want to. So I want to be their friend.
Fuck you.
Fuck friends. You are not their fucking friend.
You're not my fucking friend. I'll beat your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Stop being your kid's friend, man. You setting them up for a major failure.
Well, it's not even. You can be your kid's friend, but you need to know. You need to know. To me, where to draw the line. Because I always want to keep the
lines of communication.
You can be loving.
That's loving. Thank you. That's loving, caring, and
like I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna sit there with you while you doing some dumb shit and be like, baby, that's okay. You do it. Nah, that's some stupid ass shit you did. You know that, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna handle that situation with my child. I'm not gonna, you know, what is it?
Coddle.
Yeah, coddle them alone while they doing dumb shit. No. Yeah. I'm not doing that for my son or daughter. Now I got your back, and that was what I told him when he got into like, Shine, understand this. I got your back 110%. But how the fuck am I gonna have your back when you doing dumb shit? I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking into some bullshit, and he knew he was in trouble when he came home because he had that somber look. You know, when he get in trouble, he really don't talk.
Shit, just hold your head.
Like
down.
Shine, how's that? You know what I'm saying?
It's alright, nigga. It's alright, nigga. It's alright.
Yeah. Any other time, I want, and I think like he's a real well-versed kid. So when he does shit like that, I'm like. Now you can have the most, if you have sat down and had a conversation, and J.O.'s talking to my son, you can have one of the most amazing conversations with him, but then he do some stupid shit and you be like,
nigga.
Well, where was your brain at then?
That's part of being a kid.
That's part of being, that's where I was getting ready to go with this. That's part of being a kid.
That's part of being a little kid, man.
I gotta say this.
We do dumb shit as kids.
I put this disclaimer out to every single mother. If you have a child, if you have a son, no, fuck that. If you have a son or a daughter, let me make this perfectly clear. You need to get a masculine representation in that house, whether it be their father, stepfather, an uncle, something in that household. Because otherwise, that boy is going to end, and I'm being fair, that boy is going to end up either being a bitch ass nigga who's hyper emotional, entitled, spoiled, and a fucking sissy, or he's gonna end up being hyper masculine because he thinks that's what a man is supposed to be, and he thinks I gotta go out here and rah, I gotta go out here and fight, I gotta go out here and fuck everything
and
I
that
see.
still has an emotional.
And it still has an emotional tie to
undertone.
it because he thinks, well, this is how men act, but he doesn't really know that's not how all men act. That's how.
But I think it's the same way. I think girls need fathers in the home.
That's why I
too.
said
Yeah.
I'm being fair. That was my male side. I go male first because men matter more. Fuck yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
I said it. Here's
Very
why
well, then.
Here's why you need a man in the house for that little girl. She needs to see how a man is supposed to be treated, so she'll know how to treat him. 2, she needs to know hierarchy. She needs to know you can get your ass whooped for getting out of line. And she needs to know that this is how a man is supposed to be the head of household. This is how a man is supposed to conduct himself, and this is how I'm supposed to be his support, his helpmate, his backbone, his rib, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Right. But you
She
know,
needs to see that. If she sees that, you got a better chance of having a well-rounded kid, son or daughter, or both, than you do without.
Yes. It's oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
It's just.
Wait a minute, who the fuck going first, yo?
I mean, mine's real.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. We gotta
mine's
wrap
real
this
quick.
up.
Yeah, mine's real quick. I mean, it's been proven throughout the generations when it's a family, a true family, man and woman, kids come out better.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
just facts.
Statistics back
It's
that up.
just, I mean, so don't be a dumbass and just do what you're supposed to fucking do in life.
There it is. Stats support that. I agree 100%.
no, what I was saying was the thing about my father died when I was 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my mother you've met my mom. She's a strong woman. Like, ain't no pussy in her or nothing. And I think
How much she bench?
she beat your ass.
Nah.
That'll never happen.
Never.
No, my mama's okay. You say what you want to say. I have seen
I'm
it.
gonna play this like they did in Weird Science. She's old. I'll kick her ass.
You might try.
just
But
kidding.
either way, what I said
But
to
not
say
really,
is,
though.
for me, it's a little bit different because I didn't have a father, and I'm raised by my mom was an alpha female. Like we had a conversation about her wanting a boyfriend recently. I said, Mom, you don't want a boyfriend, you want a bitch.
You want a bitch. There's no such thing as alpha female.
The
But
thing
anyway.
is, when you have children, you teach them deductive reasoning. You know what I'm saying? So I see what my mother did when I was a kid, where she went wrong. So I look at that and my parenting and how I behave, and I try to be different. So that's also it's all in parenting. When you start with your kids, and that's what the emotional part. You have to nurture your kids, and you have to teach them that emotional shit is not gonna get you nowhere.
Right.
So that's my point.
People forget the word parent is plural.
Yeah.
It's 2.
Well, no, it's parents.
I mean, well, no, parents.
Well, parents is plural. Yeah,
It's
parent
the word parent
is one.
It's
Singular.
for me always 2.
Parent.
Parenting.
Parenting.
It's always 2.
Okay. Well, in that sense, okay. You want to pull this video?
Tomato, tomato. All right, we wrapping up this show, but before we go, got a little rant time coming your way. So we're gonna check that out.
I need a
Yeah, take a nice long sip while I do this.
Sip it up, motherfucker.
Sip it, sip.
I think my dog is dead.
Probably.
No,
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 that
he's
nigga
all right.
alive.
He moved. Yeah, he moved. Yeah.
How old is he?
He
Because he kind
moves
of old.
back.
Ain't
I
he?
don't know. That motherfucker been around for a while.
He was on an arc.
Let's show this video real quick for you
Oh,
guys.
which one is this? Oh yeah, Pump My Gas. Yeah.
Did you forget?
Yes.
Yo, nigga. Man.
Nigga, I'm 40 now. I'm 4 days into 40. So
Stop being old.
I'm 4 days into 40.
All right, we'll stop being old. Shit.
Play video, nigga.
Yeah, whatever, motherfucker.
Hey boy, can you pump her gas? Pump her gas, it's her birthday. Thank you, baby. She ain't gotta be scared to ask. I asked. Thank you. Thank you.
She was drunk.
Oh my god. My leg is literally twitching over here. It's bouncing. Hold on. Are we clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you. For the people who don't know at home before I go into this, that was a woman there was some TikTok. Was it TikTok? Somebody took a TikTok video of this bitch. This loud, ratchet, bust down piece of goddamn being loud, dismissive, argumentative. Her and a group of girls pulled up on some random guy at the gas station and just naturally assumed because they cute and because she's loud, that was enough to make this dude pump her gas. She wasn't even the driver. She was the passenger. She wanted him to pump her friend's gas. And this sucker-ass, simp-ass, bitch-ass dude did it. Let me explain something to you. You loud, ratchet bitch. If you ever pull up on me, talk about pump her gas, she look good, pump her gas, I will piss on your windshield. I will literally pull my dick out and piss all over your windshield. I'm not lying. This is not a joke. This is not hyperbole. This is not exaggeration. I will do it because I don't give a fuck. I will piss on your windshield. Bitch, how dare you think because you cute and because you loud, you ratchet bitch. And I feel sorry for whatever dude nutted in you because I'm absolutely certain she got multiple kids. I guarantee, I'll bet every dime I got fucking saved that bitch got multiple kids. And you can't promise me, you can't tell me she ain't got multiple kids because that ratchet bitch is the type that get drunk and take random dick. Fuck her and everything she stand for. And I swear to God, I would piss on her windshield. If you pull up on me, yell loud, asking me to pump your gas, fuck you, I might light your car on fire.
I think she was drunk.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, no, it was still wrong. I just think she was drunk.
Like,
but I don't think he was a simp though. I don't think he was a pussy.
Yes, he absolutely was.
I think he was a good guy. Was she?
If there was no flirting, there was no flirting. There was no engaging. There was no, hey, how you doing? Can you pump her gas? What happened to the days when women try to be cute, try to be a little flirtatious, and then try to get you, hey, baby, can you pump her gas? No, this loud rat. Thank you, facts.
I respect that.
If she had pulled up and tried to be cute and flirtatious and been like, can you pump my gas? No, this ratchet bitch just pulled up and was loud and aggressive and argumentative and was like, pump her gas. Pump my nuts.
In your
empty
mouth.
them. Drain these bitches. Then I might pump your gas. I might even pay for the gas.
Right.
I might even pay for it.
All right, that's fine. That's all well and good, everybody. We're gonna wrap up today's show. Thank you guys, whoever's watching. We appreciate you. Share with your friends, like and subscribe, and that way you hit that notification bell so you know when we go live, so you can join the conversation. That way, if you actually have a legitimate, logical rebuttal for the Rated R Superstar, then you could actually express that in the chat room, but you probably won't. So you
logical is the key phrase.
There you go. So we are going to say good night for now, and thank you for watching. Appreciate you. See you later. Peace.
Oh, my bad, bro. No, you go.